Hello everybody, this is Ben with the DIY Homefront, and this is your intro into blowing off the roof. Oh, another quick little Christmas chore, making the roof look prettier. So, I'm going to get up on top of the roof with the Christmas music blaring. Oh, I guess I could let you guys see what I'm... We've got a ladder. About maybe 1 or 2 more years before I'm going to have to replace the roof on the house. And you can see we definitely need to blow off the roof, don't we? And time to trim back a few trees. And maybe clean out a gutter or two. That gutter's not doing much, is it? It is that time of the year when the leaves have started to fall. And the pine straw, for that matter. And there's a couple spots where it just seems like the leaves and the pine straw build up. I really like this oak tree that's on this side of the house that provides all the shade for the driveway when I'm washing the cars, and it provides shade on the garage. But the downside is that when the leaves fall off the tree, they fall onto the roof of the garage and to the roof of the carport. I probably get up on top of the roof 2 or 3 times a year to do this. Normally I would have waited a little bit longer and letting all the leaves fall off from the trees before I did it, but we're putting Christmas decorations up and my wife wanted everything to look pretty, so I went up and got on the roof. The gutter here in front of the garage doors always gets clogged up. And I probably just get on a ladder and scoop all that stuff out with my hand twice a year, in addition to getting up on top of the roof. The spot that's right in front of the garage doors and the spot that's in front of the sliding glass doors on the back side of the house are always the worst for the gutters. It's a lot easier to stick your hand out over the edge of the roof and use the blower to clean the gutter out than it is to reach down there, especially with the slope leaning you forward and trying to clean out the gutters from the roof or get stuff off. If you're scared of heights, this is probably not a job for you. I always try to have somebody around when I'm doing certain things. Running the table saw, getting up on the roof, getting up on a ladder. It's just nice to have somebody around for the what ifs that life seems to throw at you. Nobody ever plans on a car accident, but they sure seem to happen. You can tell the back side of the garage, the tree doesn't really overhang it, and there's really not much on it. Normally all the leaves that end up in the gutter by the ladder are just blown over there by the wind. There used to be a lot more algae on the roof, and last year I end up spraying some kind of chemical you buy that's made for roofs to get rid of algae. You just spray it on in the middle of the day, let the sun get to it, and it helps kill the algae. And then over time, as it rains, it just washes the algae away. But this roof was put up probably in 2004 to 2008, somewhere around that time. And they say it's a 20 to 25 year roof, but it's getting awful close to the end. There is not a whole lot of color, and a lot of the texture that was on the shingles, the fiberglass shingles, has come off. I've seen services that pressure wash roofs, and I can understand that if you had a metal roof, or if maybe you had like a tile roof, a slate roof. But I cannot picture doing that with asphalt shingles, because it seems like the pressure washer would just blast off all the material. I swept the roof one time, and it felt like it was taking more of the granules off than I wanted to, and that's the reason why I've gone to blowing.
I'm surprised the blower hasn't run out of juice yet. In a minute, I'll be passing it off to my wife so she can put it on the charger. It's bad around the front too. Although it's not leaves in the front, it's pine straw.
Yeah, the pine straw really likes to collect in the valleys. The gutter that used to run along the front of the house here went all the way to the front and all the way down to the side, and it was always getting clogged up with pine straw. So I went ahead and removed most of the gutter, with the exception of the bit that's right over the front porch, to keep the rain from coming off the roof and splashing on the steps.
I always hate it when I have to get at the actual eaves and reach out with my hands to get the stuff, but that's what it takes sometimes, especially in this corner.
There's a picture of me holding the camera and trying to blow off the roof at the same time. Pine straw blows off real easy until it gets to, just like I said, the valleys. It just gets so thick in the valleys that it's just too much. You can see me kicking it with my foot. If you don't have pine trees where you're at, then you don't realize that all the needles on the pine tree seem to fall off every year too. Just like the leaves in the fall, all the pine needles on the tree seem to come off, or at least a good portion of them seem to come off. So you can go to Universal Studios and get a thrill on a roller coaster, or you can climb up onto your roof, especially if you're a little bit afraid of heights, and get the thrill of your life.
Okay, it is time to get down and pick up some of the mess I made. Well, my battery charges. But before I do, it's time to go ahead and trim some branches up. I have no idea where to stick you because the roof is all pitched and sloped, so maybe I can find a spot. I don't know. Or maybe not.
I filmed a lot more of this, of me trying to cut down the branches, but in the end, I shook the camera around so much that it just made you sick to your stomach. So There's one or two branches I cut down, and you can imagine all the other ones.
You can see I did not trim much off. Okay. So you can see where my ladder's at. And I just back down the ladder. Yeah, a little bit of a mess. I'm gonna get to cleaning up some of that, and I'll catch you back up with you in a few minutes.
I want you to pay attention to how close the limbs are to the roof, because after I go over there and cut them all down, there'll be a picture from the ground looking up.
There was a bunch of trees that were close to the roof, maybe blowing on it, and now you can see there's no more. Of course, there's some branches on the ground here and some branches over here to pick up. But I'll get it. Trust me, I'll get it. For me, I have found the easiest way to get up on the roof is just to keep the forward momentum going. So when I get to the top of the ladder, it's up, and on. I wish it was the same for going down. You can't back down the same speed you go up.
For all those that have chosen to subscribe to my channel, I wanted to tell you thanks. And I appreciate it, and I hope that my videos are improving. It's been a steep learning curve how to edit and how to videotape. If there are things that I could do that would be better or different, that would make your viewing pleasure better, feel free to leave a comment. Any criticism is good criticism at this point. And if you're new to the channel, check out some of my other videos. I cover a lot of material. I'm a jack of all trades, but a master of none. And there might be something in there that might make you subscribe too. All right, we're in the home stretch. This is the last valley that needs to be done. And this is another one that really collects a lot of pine straw. There's 4 large pine trees on this corner of the house. And this valley just seems to catch it all.
It's really amazing how much gets on there.
And it's the same way every time I get up there and blow out the roof too. It's just as much stuff every time. Guess you heard the gunshot. Living out in the country during hunting season, there's always people out firing their weapons. I don't know what they're doing, if they've cleaned it and they're trying to side it in or what, but if you're outside during the day, you're going to hear a weapon go off 3 or 4 times. I'm about to go back and make sure I get all the pine straw that lands on the air conditioner off. My wife wanted to make sure that we had the pretty azaleas in the picture.
That's it.
Wait, do that again.
That's it. Down. All right, just a quick reminder. Don't fall off the roof. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.